Hey everybody, this is all Fallout here, and I'm sorry I'm late. The Mafia 3 trailer is finally out, and it looks amazing. We're gonna go over what we know so far, but I first want to point out that this game looks absolutely amazing, and hopefully I can fill you in on information you probably don't know yet. So let's get started. Well, if you don't know already, Mafia 3 takes place in 1968. You play as a character named Lincoln Clay. He's mixed race, black and white, and he was born an orphan. He joined the military, Vietnam at the time, and he looked for family when he came back to the States, and he got mixed up with the black mob. Things go south pretty quickly once the black mob is completely wiped out by the Italian mob, and our protagonist seeks revenge after the entire Italian mob by gathering up 3 more big-name mobsters that want to do the same. Our character's name is Lincoln Clay, and will be in a fictionalized version of Louisiana. Unlike the previous Mafia games that have a more Goodfellas and Godfather style, Mafia 3 is going to take place on a completely different angle, which should mix things up a little. I'll list some of the new features that we should be expecting and a lot of new information. One of the more noticeable features in Mafia 3 is how we see Lincoln here performing these really brutal and bloody melee kills. Unlike in Mafia 2 where you would just do like a 3-hit combo and you'd knock your enemy out, this time you'll be able to clearly use melee weapons and just your bare hands to just destroy your enemy. So this is going to be a completely new feature and going to show a completely new brutal side of the Mafia. Another new feature includes a assignment feature, which involves you assigning different areas to different associates of yours, like you, Vito, and the other 2 members of your newly formed gang. Depending on who you let be in charge of these places, like the Cistern, like we saw in the demo, they'll have different benefits if you assign them to a certain area you've taken over. So, for instance, it was mentioned that the woman in the group that runs the Haitian mob of New Orleans, she'll be able to provide you with drive-by coverage, like a drive-by shooting, just to help you out in a gunfight. Just like if you assign something to Vito, he would have a different benefit to you, which looks like a completely great feature to add to mix things up a little. And just to add on to the 60s atmosphere, Hangar 13 is going to be adding a lot of, racial conflicts during the time, a lot of famous assassinations that were going on during the time. So you're going to be hearing various radio reports. There's going to be talk shows. I believe that's confirmed. You're going to hear a lot of political news, and you are going to be confronting a lot of racial tension, like Lincoln himself. They explain that you might see a cop and he's harassing an interracial couple, and you either have the choice to conflict with that or you can leave. So there's going to be a lot of immersion, a lot more to interact with since Mafia 2. You can also see for yourself that there's going to be a lot more gunfights than Mafia 2. I can tell it's going to be a lot more brutal, a lot less paced. It's going to be more just in-your-face action, judging by what we've seen so far and what the creators have said. I think they're kind of trying to appeal more to the modern-day sandbox open-world gamer with a lot more action and a lot less talking, which I hope they don't let consume the entire Mafia series. But I think it's going to be a lot more like a GTA based series than a regular Mafia game. Less sit downs. There's going to be a lot more brutality, a lot more shooting, a lot more gunfights. So I think it's going to be a little bit straight away, but I think they're going to try to be more connected to the roots by all means. And I know what we saw was beta footage, but I really hope they fix that exploding car issue. I cannot express anymore how much I think this is ridiculous, how you'll see Lincoln in the car and he'll smack a car and it will flip over a little bit, and next thing you know, burst into flames. Everybody's flying in midair because of the explosion. They also have this feature where you can jump out of the car now instead of bringing it at a complete stop. So you see Lincoln about to face his barricade of gangsters or police cars or something. He jumps out, lets the car drive on its own, and when the cars collide with them, probably at like 60 miles an hour, they all explode. So I hope this is a fixed feature. It's starting to look like a blaxploitation movie, but I'm sure they'll fix it. I'm sure they'll get enough fan reaction to just get that out of the way. But yeah, that's what we know so far about Mafia 3. I'm extremely excited for it, regardless of any issues I had. But I'm just very stoked for it. It's been a long wait, kind of like Fallout 4 for Mafia fans. So it comes out in 2016. And I'm really excited for it. We don't have an exact date, so I'll keep you updated on anything that comes up. Thanks for watching.